Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. On the Natgas chart, I'd like to make a small change. I'd like to show you two different ways of how this moved to the downside that basically, well, you could say with this wave 4 high here in August, yeah. This move down started, obviously. I mean, the question is still all about, has Natgas already bottomed here, or is this just wave 3? So either way, there is currently no confirmed low in place at all. My interpretation, I mean, I looked at the subdivisions again, it just is too short of a wave 3 here to really make sense in the context of this. So I don't necessarily think we need that additional 4-5 pattern. I think we might complete this in one go, this move to the downside. So let's talk about two different ways of counting this move down. Obviously, the assumption would be that we're in a wave 5 down, so basically going to complete here this downside pattern soon. The last update was like, okay, maybe we get another 4-5. I mean, we can still do that, but with the latest extension to the downside, which is quite significant, which, by the way, similar to this strong extension that we had here, right? That was in February 23, so this year. So it's very long. I mean, Natgas sometimes likes to do these very long extensions, and but that sometimes then means that yeah, basically the move down is going to be done without another 4-5 pattern as shown here, but that is sort of built in to this smaller degree structure. Okay. So yeah, the idea is still, we have a 1-2-1-2 setup here. That's unchanged. Also 3-4. I think we can keep here. It's just that this wave 5 is just too far down. Let's see. We have, if this 4 would be here, 3 would be here, and it would look best with the wave 5 there. That would be circle wave 3, and it could be that circle wave 4 finished here, quite shallow but possible. And then we're basically in this fifth wave, might get one more squiggle down, but basically would be very close to the completion of this decline. However, be aware that this descending trend line is there to guide us, and as long as that trend line isn't broken to the upside, nothing really changes on this chart. In addition to that, the next target could be around $2.36. So if the 250 level breaks, we're looking at 236. And also be aware that we would still like to see confirmation if a turnaround happens that is really a bullish move. So I need to see that break above $3.41. But technically that move could be in, right? How else? I mean, could we count it in already? 1, 2. That's unchanged. Yeah, I think I could. 4, 1, 2. That's unchanged. And then, yeah, I think when we build in, I mean, you can count that differently, right? You can count that move differently. We could say this 3-4 is down there. So basically that we had here, all of this was a 1, this here is a 2, then the move down here would be a 3, 4, 5. Okay, so basically that's a 5-wave move, which would, and I just shifted, I just want to show you a couple of ways of how this can be interpreted. So we would have here the 3, 4 still, just a different wave degree. And then this wave 5 down, that might have completed here. Actually, this would be here 3, 4, 5 of 3. Yeah, and then this was the 4, and the move down here. Well, yeah, it could technically, it's just a different way of counting this, right? And then technically we've got 5 waves down in 5. But again, I have absolutely no evidence that a low is basically in right now. Yeah, so you might actually shift that for here. And then we have a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5. Again, that's just a way of counting the micro here. Don't treat the micro count as too predictive. Just want to show you a few ways of how we can understand that move to the downside to already be complete. And just to demonstrate, we don't technically, as per Elliott wave, we don't need another larger 4, 5. Even though you might say, okay, this wave 2 here is quite substantial. So any of those wave 4s I showed you here, they are quite small. Yeah, it sometimes is what it is. But let's see. I mean, we have to see a breakout first anyway. At the moment, there is absolutely no bullish signal down there that would suggest in any way that we've bottomed. But the Elliott wave count as well as the Fibonacci extensions tell us that in this region now we need to be watching for a potential low. And that could be a turnaround that could actually lead to really bullish movement. But again, maybe a bit more patience. We haven't seen any impulse to the upside yet that would suggest that this long-term downtrend is finished. That's my update about Natgas. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the membership. Also, if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as updates about stocks, check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. Link is in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.